All right, let's get into it. Today, we're going to break down a 6-week plan to naturally transform your health. And it all starts from the inside out by harnessing the incredible power of your gut. Let's dive right in.
So just think about this for a second. What if you could actually boost your energy, make your immune system stronger, and even improve your mood? And what if I told you the secret wasn't some magic pill, but something that's been right there inside you all along?
And get this, you could start feeling these profound results in just over a month. I know, it sounds a little too good to be true, right? But this isn't some passing fad. This is a real, scientifically backed path to feeling so much better.
Okay, so to really get how all of this works, we've got to start with the basics. And I mean the real basics. Your body's foundation. We're talking about the gut.
You know, what's pretty wild is that this isn't even new information. Not at all. We're talking thousands of years ago, Hippocrates, the father of medicine, he said this exact thing. It's wisdom that's been around for centuries.
And now, well, our modern understanding is finally catching up and is basically proving just how right he was.
It really all comes down to what's called the gut microbiome. Just picture it like a massive bustling city inside of you, with trillions of tiny bacteria as its citizens. And keeping those citizens happy, diverse, and thriving, well, that's absolutely essential for your health.
And when that little city inside you is flourishing, wow, the benefits are huge. We're talking smoother digestion, sure, but also a stronger immune system, less inflammation, and here's the one that just blows my mind, a real boost in your mental health. Why? Because something like 90% of your body's serotonin, that's your feel-good chemical, is made right there, in your gut. Isn't that incredible?
So the big question is, how do we get there? Well, the good news is you don't have to change everything overnight. We're going to walk through a really clear week-by-week action plan where each step just builds on the last one.
Week 1 is all about clearing the slate. Before you can build a beautiful garden, you have to weed the plot first. Same idea here.
This means cutting back on those processed foods and refined sugars. That's the stuff that feeds the disruptive, unhelpful bacteria. Instead, you'll focus on simple, whole foods, tons of colorful fruits and vegetables, and just drinking plenty of water. Think of it as a complete reset for your entire system. Now we're moving into week 2. With that clean foundation, it's time to start feeding the good bacteria, the ones you actually want to thrive. And their absolute favorite food? Fiber.
And here's a little insight. Most people only get about half of the recommended 30 grams of fiber per day. But simply adding in things like oats, lentils, and greens like broccoli and spinach, that can quickly close that gap and give your good microbes the fuel they are craving.
In week 3, we bring in the reinforcements. This is where we start to actively introduce more beneficial bacteria directly into your gut's ecosystem. These are called probiotics. You can find them in yogurt, kefir, and fermented foods like kimchi. And hey, here's a quick tip for you. When you're choosing a yogurt, look for the words live and active cultures on the label, and try to pick one that has minimal added sugar.
So you've added all these new beneficial bacteria, which is fantastic. But now you have to keep them alive and happy. And that's where week 4 and prebiotics come into play.
And this illustrates the difference perfectly. If probiotics are the new seeds you plant in your garden, then prebiotics are the specific fertilizer that helps those seeds grow strong. You really need both for the system to flourish. Prebiotics are just special types of fiber found in everyday foods like garlic, onions, and bananas. Your body can't actually digest them, but your good gut bacteria, they absolutely feast on them, which helps them multiply and thrive.
But, a truly healthy gut isn't just built in the kitchen. To really support this internal ecosystem, we have to look at our lifestyle as a whole.
And that's what week 5 is all about. The focus shifts to 3 powerful levers for gut health that are just as important as the food you eat.
It's so crucial to understand that stress, sleep, and physical activity, they aren't separate from your gut health. Your gut and brain are in constant communication, so high stress can directly harm your microbiome, while making sure you get 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep and getting regular movement, that sends powerful calming signals to your body that help maintain a healthy, balanced gut. All right, so we've cleaned, we've fed, we've populated, and we've supported our gut. Now for the final and maybe most important step, making this whole transformation last a lifetime.
By week 6, you really should be feeling a difference. So this final week is all about cementing these new routines, turning that conscious effort into effortless, long-term habits. And the goal here isn't perfection, it's consistency.
Continuing with a colorful, whole foods diet, staying hydrated, and honoring those healthy lifestyle habits, that's where the real sustainable magic happens.
In just 6 weeks, you have the power to fundamentally change how you feel. And this isn't just about digestion. It's about upgrading your energy, your immunity, and your mind, all from the inside out. Your foundation for health is waiting for you. So the only question is, are you ready to begin?